Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
So as some of you haven't prepared for the test, I am rescheduling our class test to Friday. So today I will send a reminder. The topics which you had for periodic test, you don't have to include for this test. You learn from where we have in, or the topics which are not included, which were not included for the periodic test. That is transport in plants and the excretory system. Okay. And coming back to the topic, we were discussing about different biotic components. Biotic and abiotic components are included under ecosystem, and we dealt with in detail biotic components. What are the three major biotic components that we discussed? Hey, Steve, three major biotic components.
Consumers, decomposers,
the most important category.
Providers.
Yes? Producers, consumers and decomposers. And producers, we discussed in detail about producers. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Hope you are remembering the points. And consumers, parasites also, did we discuss, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We learned about producers, consumers, and I think we have to start with decomposers. Yes, they convert, or decomposers will convert complex substances into simpler ones. And what will happen to these simple nutrients, Adidev? You continue? What will happen to these nutrients? They are released to
soil.
And who is benefited from that? Savio? From the soil, who will absorb? Plants. So plants will absorb them, and from plants we also get a share of the same. So we had completed it last class. Once again, quickly we'll recap. These are the organisms which feed on dead bodies of plants and animals. And they break down the complex organic compounds present in them into simpler ones. Complex substances are broken down to simpler ones. And these simple nutrients will be released to the soil, and that will be taken up by the plants, and from plants we also obtain it. So producers will absorb it from the soil, and from the plants consumers will get it. And the natural replenishment of the soil will not take place in the absence of decomposers. If there are no decomposers, the soil fertility cannot be regained. You know that when plants are being cultivated, when plants are growing in the soil, they will take these nutrients for their growth. And if they keep on utilizing these nutrients, finally what will happen to the nutrients present in the soil? It will respond. It will reduce. It will decrease. So again, these nutrients are added to the soil by the action of decomposers. Okay? Yes. Now, the next topic, food chain. Very, very important. Food chain and food web are very important topics, and repeatedly questions also used to be asked from these topics. So let me define it first. The process of energy transfer. So in food chain, energy transfer is taking place. The process of energy transfer from the source in plants. Why do we say from the source in plants? Because it is from the plants of producers that all others are getting energy or food. Producers are the source of food for all the organisms. So from the source in plants. And plants, from where do they get energy for the same? From sun. Solar energy is being utilized, and from the plants, this energy will pass through a series of organisms. It is not limited within one organism, from plants to one organism, from that organism, another organism. So this is like a chain. That is why it is named as food chain. I'll repeat again. The process of energy transfer. Children, I've told you earlier also, when you're learning a lengthy definition with so many main topics or main points, you break the sentence into different parts so that it will be easy for you. And you keep asking questions. Okay, let me take, okay. It's a process of energy. So once again, I told you, when the definitions are lengthy, you need to break it into small parts. I'll just show now. Here. Process of energy transfer. Food chain is a process of energy transfer. From where it is getting transferred? From the source in plants. The source for this energy is plants. And to where it is being transferred? Through a series of organisms. And how this energy transfer takes place? By repeated eating. An organism is eating food and it is also being eaten by others. Vishnu, it is also being eaten by others. Okay? You felt so happy seeing this definition, Vishnu?
Ma'am, I cannot see the screen. That's it.
You cannot see the screen. Who else can't see?
Yes, ma'am. I can see. We can't see.
You can't see. Wait a minute. Don't know what happened. None of you were able to see? Respond.
We can see the screen but not the slide.
Yes. Wait.
Slide we cannot see.
Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. The process of energy transfer. The process of energy transfer. Vishnu, here afterwards, if you can't see the screen, don't simply smile. Inform me. Okay. The process of energy transfer. See, children, learn now itself. I'm repeating it so that you can learn now. The process of energy transfer from where? From the source in plants. To where? Through a series of organisms. How this energy transfer is taking place? By repeated eating and being eaten. So when I give you an example, you will understand it better, but learn the definition. The process of energy transfer. Understand the meaning. The process of energy transfer from the source in plants through a series of organisms by repeated eating and being eaten is known as food chain. So here you can see a food chain where producers are being eaten by caterpillar.
And we are not able to hear.
Ma'am, your sound is brief.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
No,
Ma'am, very low, ma'am.
no,
Minute voice.
no, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's a tiny voice.
We can hear you, Lily.
Ma'am, very low.
Ma'am, now we can't hear you, ma'am.
Sound is very low.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
And only lip movement.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, only
cannot
we can
hear
hear
anything.
lip movement.
Movement.
We can hear
My
you.
screen is black.
We can't.
Ma'am, we can't hear you, ma'am.
Ma'am, we cannot hear anything.
Ma'am, only lip movement is there.
maximum sleep moment.
Let me check. Forgot. If it is asked to, if this is asked to, an example for the food web is asked, you need not draw all these. Just the names. You can just write lion, jackal, wildcat, kite, and interconnect. Need not be the same thing. You can make your own food web and food chain. Okay, you don't have to draw the diagram. If you're very good at drawing and if you have sufficient time, you may draw. But other than that, just writing the names, that is enough. Okay, quickly we will have a recap of food chain and food web. Food chain is the process of energy transfer from the source in plants through a series of organisms by repeated eating and being eaten. Whereas an interconnected network of food chains you call as a food web. Am I clear to you? Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the next topic. No doubts, no? Yes. Now, moving on to the next topic. Trophic levels. Children, all these are very, very important topics. Even though it seems to be simple, several questions can be asked from all these topics. Trophic levels. Now, let's learn what do you mean by these trophic levels? Definition. The various levels or steps in a food chain at which the transfer of food or energy takes place from one organism to another are called trophic levels. So in the example I told you, the flowers or the plant parts are eaten by a caterpillar. Caterpillar is eaten by a frog. Frog is eaten by a snake. Snake eaten by an owl. So each one is known as a trophic level. The different levels or steps in a food chain. And what is special about these steps? It is through these steps that the energy transfer is taking place. I'll repeat again, the different steps or levels in a food chain at which the transfer of food or energy takes place from one organism to another. You can name as trophic levels. Clear? I'll repeat the definition once again. The different steps or different levels of food chain or in a food chain through where what is happening? The transfer of energy takes place from one organism to another. You can call as trophic levels. Now let's see what are the different trophic levels. Usually in a food chain, the number of trophic levels will be 3 to 5. The reason for that we will be learning later. So maximum number of trophic levels will be 3 to 5. So it is always better to limit the number of levels in the trophic chain. There is valid reason for that, which we will be discussing later. First trophic level. Any food chain you take, for example, the first trophic level will be occupied by producers, green plants or autotrophs. Those organisms which can prepare their own food, they occupy the first trophic level. Got it? Understood? Okay. Now let's see what comes under second trophic level. Second trophic level, second, third, fourth and all you can name as consumers. But specifically you can call the members coming under the second trophic level as herbivores. Why? Because immediately after the plants, they are directly feeding on plants. So herbivores. And we can even call them as primary consumers, the first consumers, the first level of consumers. Primary consumers or herbivores. Can you tell me what comes in the third level, children? Carnivores. And therefore, what type of consumers?
Meat.
This is primary. So, next level?
Secondary.
Secondary. Very good. Third trophic level. So, you should not have a confusion. Third trophic level, so tertiary consumers. You should not say that. Producers, you should not forget. Second level onwards, only consumers. So, second trophic level, primary consumers. Third trophic level, secondary consumers. Seeing third trophic level, you should not write tertiary consumers. Okay? You should not forget about producers which form the first trophic level. So third trophic level is occupied by small carnivores. You call them as secondary consumers. And coming to the last, fourth trophic level, large carnivores or tertiary consumers. If one more level is there, that will be larger, much more larger carnivores, and you can call them quaternary consumers. Okay, I'll repeat
Can you
once.
explain one more time?
Yes,
Can you explain one more time?
repeat, spelling.
Can you explain one more time?
Okay, definitely. Trophic levels means the different levels or steps in a food chain, at which the transfer of energy takes place from one organism to another. That definition is clear? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we analyze the different trophic levels. In any food chain, the first level will be occupied by producers because they are the source of energy. That is from where all the living organisms get food. So producers or autotrophs, they form the first trophic level. No doubt for that, no? Now second trophic level. From second trophic level onwards, it will be occupied by consumers. First level producers, remaining all the other trophic levels consumers. So primary consumers or herbivores will be occupying the second trophic level. Herbivores, because they are directly dependent on plants, so they should come next. And we call them as primary consumers. First level of consumers. So second trophic level, herbivores or primary consumers. If you can remember that, it is easy to recollect the rest. Third trophic level, small carnivores or secondary consumers. And fourth trophic level, large carnivores and tertiary consumers. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we have very less time. 4 more minutes we have. I need to take the attendance. And by the time, you can also recollect the points that we learned. Food chain. Who will tell me the definition for food chain? Emil, you may start. I told you, you break it into different parts so that you can recollect easily. So hope you will try like that. Yes, start.
Process of energy transfer
Ah,
from
from where? From the source
the source
to
to
correct. Through a series of organisms. By
repeating food
eating and being eaten. Repeat once again.
the process of the transfer of energy by the
Concentrate and say.
can I read it?
Okay. Rose, repeat the definition.
The process of energy transfer from a source of plant through a series of organisms by repeated eating and being eaten.
Excellent. Emil can repeat.
Process of process of transfer of energy from a source of the plants through a series of organisms. Series of organisms by repeated eating and being eaten.
Good attempt. Okay, next class. Even without any hesitation in between, you should say it fluently. Okay? Agreed? Emil?
Yes, ma'am.
What is food web, Anjira? What is
The interconnecting food chains.
interconnecting chain? Interconnecting
Food chain.
network of
Network of food chains.
this is because your attention is getting diverted in between. That is why. Okay, good. Then we learned about trophic levels. Hadi Amin, tell me about the different trophic levels. How can you define? First, you tell me the definition. Different steps. Where are these steps present?
Steps.
The circles in the correct.
Trophic level.
Wait. Let him say, Hadi. The different levels or steps in a.
Trophic level.
We are saying about trophic levels, no? About which chain? Which chain? In a food chain. Then, what is special about this food chain? Through which what is happening? What is transferring? Don't disappoint me like this. What is being
Transfer food or energy.
Yes, food or energy is being transferred from one organism to another. How do you mean? Say once again.
Food is transfer.
No, from the beginning. The different steps.
Steps at it.
Surya, get ready to say, okay, the different trophic levels. Yes, Hadi?
Different levels of
Food chain
in which food and energy are
transferred
transferred.
from one organism to another. I don't think these definitions are very complicated. The only thing is that no, some lack of concentration. No problem. Next class, hope you will learn and come. Surya, what are the different trophic levels? Tell me about the first trophic level. Who occupies the first trophic level? Don't refer anywhere.
Produces.
Why produces? What is the other name? Auto-rickshaw. Surya? Auto-trucks. Are we there? Second one? Second level?
Consumers.
Okay. Heterotrophs. Heterotrophs, but specifically carnivores, and we call them as what consumers? You call them as?
Primary.
No.
Secondary consumers.
Which one? Carnivores you are saying. That is the third level and secondary consumers. Second level, Adil, second level is occupied by herbivores, and we call them as what consumers?
Primary.
Primary consumers. So thank you, children.
Primary.
Next class.
Thank you.
Next class.